Coming up next on Totally Tustin TV, Extreme Boot Camp, the toughest workout you will ever love, rated by the Wall Street Journal as the most realistic workout boot camp on the entire West Coast, and how it helps you positively change your body, health, and spirit. Peak power. More homeowners are harnessing the power of the sun to fuel our needs, save us money, and go green. How is Southern Cal's leading solar installer giving homeowners a fast, easy, and simple solution, plus a great return on investment? Driving in the fast lane, Acura, Japan's first luxury car brand, 25 years after its debut. How has Acura grown hand in hand with Tustin, thanks to OC's top-ranked auto dealer in OC's top-ranked auto mall? And our American hero, the epic odyssey of a U.S. Navy pilot who survived 5 years as a POW in Vietnam, the power of the human spirit to prevail against all odds, and how we can all survive whenever we too get shot down in life.
Welcome to Totally Tustin TV. I'm Farland Chang. Get ready to meet some of the most dynamic businesses here in Orange County and the visionary leaders who fuel their success. These business leaders help explain why the city of Tustin is ranked by Forbes as one of the top 25 towns to live well in America, and also why Orange County is ranked among the best places in America to live, work, play, and study. We're excited to partner with the Tustin Chamber of Commerce, and we're proud to celebrate the merchants, entrepreneurs, and pioneers who make this city one of America's best places to be. Get ready, Totally Tustin TV starts now.
Tustin, California. In the heart of Orange County, just next door to Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm.
Welcome, ladies.
Ranked by Forbes as one of the top 25 towns to live well in America, thanks to its cultural amenities, pro-business environment, and well-educated workforce. This is where many athletes and artists attended high school.
Give them a big Tustin welcome.
Including Cuba Gooding Jr., Deshaun Foster, and Sean Green. Shoppers know Tustin as home to some of OC's best shopping centers, including the Enderley Center, the Tustin Marketplace, the District at Tustin Legacy, and Old Town Tustin. This is also home to the Tustin Ranch Golf Club, ranked as OC's best. Through its military history, Tustin is home to two of the largest wooden structures ever built, these two blimp hangars.
It's a beautiful car you're driving.
Tustin is bordered by neighboring Irvine, known as America's safest large city and also ranked among America's best cities to live. Locals know Tustin as the City of Trees, with its agricultural history in the heart of OC, just 15 minutes from the beach, 90 minutes from the ski slopes, and a town you'll love for dining, shopping, and playing.
Here in sunny California, exercising outdoors is a way of life. But for all too many of us, we still struggle to lose weight, eat well, and stay healthy. Fortunately, there is a new fitness program many people here are raving about. It's called Extreme Boot Camp. And as the Wall Street Journal says, this is the most realistic and experienced workout boot camp on the entire West Coast.
Welcome to Extreme Boot Camp. As instructors here like to say, this outdoor, military-style fitness program is the toughest workout you will ever love. The instructors are highly trained former military personnel and expert certified personal trainers. And their goal? To help you achieve the ultimate positive change in your body, health, and spirit. Does it work? Just ask Jeff Lopez. He weighed 405 pounds when his sister persuaded him to join.
I was a big couch potato, always tired, no energy. I had, in a weird way in my head, I told myself I'd come to terms with, just being the way I was, being being big, having bad health, and just being, okay, this is who you're gonna be. Just deal with it. I was compliant. Before I was going to die. And now I'm starting to live.
Jeff is starting to live now that he has dropped from 405 to about 255. That's a whopping 150 pounds. He's been doing boot camp now for about 10 months, 5 days a week, 1 hour a day. And every week, he's still losing weight.
If you talked to me 10 months ago and you told me, hey, let's go walk half a block, I'd be like, why? The car's right there, you know? But now it's like, yeah, all right, do a few miles, why not? And you look forward to it. I think that life is starting over for me again. Starting over for me, or maybe it's just finally starting. That's how I look at it. I wasn't really living before, and now I am. Like I said, I owe a lot of this to Extreme Boot Camp for what they do for people.
On the other end of the spectrum, meet Lori Anderson from Newport Beach. Despite jogging 30 miles a week with her husband, Lori could never lose that stubborn baby fat around her stomach after having 2 children. But thanks to just 6 weeks of boot camp, Lori has lost 10 pounds and nearly 3 inches from her waist.
And I couldn't believe it. I had lost all that baby fat that I had put on. And I was shocked because I had tried for 4 years to take it off. It was amazing. Oh, I feel great. And even my friends have noticed. It's like, you seem so happy, you look great, and it just feels good to get compliments. And I just have so much energy for my young kids, and it's made a big difference.
Extreme Boot Camp started on the West Coast, and one of the top franchises is Tustin Ranch in Orange County. With 8 of the best instructors anywhere, owner Julie Chadwick loves to see boot camp transform people's lives.
Well, we have the whole spectrum of people. Everyone from 15 to in their 70s has been in boot camp. As long as you want to do boot camp, you can do boot camp. It doesn't matter what your age is.
What's the cost? $500 for the 6-week boot camp, which most people simply keep repeating. What should you expect? 5 steps to success. Step 1, enlistment. This is where they test your strength and endurance. Step 2, assignment. Based on your test results, you are placed in the right squad from beginner to advanced. Step 3, training, so you learn correct form. And step 4, indoctrination. 6 weeks, 5 days a week, 1 hour a day. Each day works on different parts of your body. Coaches motivate, not intimidate, and they help you succeed in ways you could not succeed on your own.
For me, fun is them going, come on, Lopez, push yourself. Is that the best you can do? It's weird, but for me, I would reflect on that through the rest of that night to the next day, and I'll be like, hey, I can do better, and they're right. So you come back the next day, you try to do a little bit more, and then it's like, okay, now do more. The instructors are really good at bringing out the best in you. Even the thing is, they're bringing it out, at least in my situation, they were bringing it out of me even when I didn't even know it was there. You know, that's what was just awesome about them.
I just feel it's a bit of an extended family. We all have a common goal. We all want to support each other, and it just feels good.
It feels good to be this tired. It does. It gives me energy for the rest of the day.
Another vital key to success, a strict diet, and being held accountable to eating only lean meats, lots of veggies, and no carbs after 3 p.m.
You know, I think the secret of the program is the diet, combined with the exercise and the accountability. Because you have to log what you eat every day, and you have an instructor reviewing it with you every day and telling you what you did right and what you did wrong.
After 6 weeks, boot campers graduate with a spirit of family, camaraderie, and of course, awards for G.I. Jane and The Biggest Loser, awards which Lori and Jeff, respectively, are proud to earn.
It's getting a life back that I never thought I was going to be able to have. That's the biggest benefit, to where you could go out, enjoy life, whether you're going on a bike ride or you're going on a hike over here to Peters Canyon. Those are all things I couldn't do before. Right now, I feel like I'm just getting started. I'm not even where I want to be yet, and I look forward to what life has to bring.
It's only 6 weeks of your life, and I just know you won't regret it. It's fantastic.
It's extremely satisfying just to see how happy people are.
Extreme Boot Camp, building a better America one body at a time, and the toughest workout you will ever love.
Here in sunny California, we are blessed with golden sunshine. Indeed, for all of us around the world, the sun is one of our greatest natural resources, a clean and renewable source of energy compared to oil and coal. For homeowners using solar panels, the sun fuels our heat. It saves us money and it helps us stay green. But how costly and complex is it? Well, as you will learn firsthand from some homeowners who now see the light, going solar can be fast, easy, and simple, plus a great return on your investment.
Like never before, more and more homeowners are harnessing the peak power of the sun with help from the folks at Peak Power, one of Southern California's leading solar companies. What's driving the demand? First, property owners are fed up, paying huge bills for their electricity, which is expected to keep rising at a rate of around 11%, so they're looking to save money. And second, the government is giving out big tax rebates to help us go green. But is it worth the cost?
This is one of the best investments I've ever made.
I'm glad that we finally did this, and we should have done it earlier.
We met two homeowners who invested in their own solar systems, and they are saving a ton of money and much more. Insurance agent Vu Tran jumped for joy when he saw his monthly bill drop from one month to the next an unbelievable 35 times.
Our first full bill that we saved from the electricity or from the solar panel, it went from about $220 down to our bill was $5.90 something cents last month. So that was a great saving. We saw that bill and we were just ecstatic.
Lee Gotcher, a public school counselor, is saving 90% from what he paid before, with his average monthly bill dropping from about $350 to just $35. And in some months, he only pays a few bucks.
I think I'm the greenest house on the block. And, you know, it shows up every month and about $300 a month savings. So we're just tickled every time we open an electrical bill and look at it, and it's $1.50 or $1.75.
Both Vu Tran and Lee Gotcher shopped long and hard before they found Peak Power to do the job, and they're glad they did. Based in Tustin, California, Peak Power is a full-service alternative energy contractor. They customize solutions to help owners save energy and reduce or eliminate their utility costs. The owner is Matt Stoutenberg, an electrician by trade and proud native of Orange County.
It's really great to have, they send in letters of recommendation, which is always nice, and phone calls, and when they fax in their electric bills, which is always exciting. You know, you take people from having $200, $300, $400, even $500 a month electric bills, and you reduce them down to, in some cases, $1, $2, $3 a month. In most cases, somewhere under $100 is usually our goal, is to take them from whatever their old electric bill was to under $100 a month. So that's exciting to them.
Lee Gotcher and Vu Tran are indeed excited now that their solar panels are maximizing the sun's peak power to generate more energy than they need. Energy used by other customers and energy for which the power company gives credit back to Lee and Vu on their monthly bill.
So right now we're before 6 o'clock and we're generating power to the grid. So we're doing really well here, even though it's so late in the afternoon and cloudy and overcast kind of post-rainy day, but we're still generating power.
You're in the power business?
I am in the power business. I am. I'm a power generating facility. In fact, they wrote me a letter, Edison, and it said I was a power generating facility. We're part of the grid. I'm providing power right now to all of my neighbors.
Energy savings, you can always see when it's saving energy, the meter is going backwards instead of going forward. So that's a great thing. Once you have that, then you're like, wow, you know, you're saving money. You can pretty much see the saving of the money going backwards. It's just like going backwards in time. It's like money's not going out of my pocket, so it's like the money's sitting with me in my pocket. So it's not nobody's reaching in my wallet to try to steal my money.
Not only can homeowners save several $100s a month, Peak Power says that its typical solar installation pays for itself in about 5 years. Plus, homeowners will have a hedge against rising electricity rates. Lee Gotcher says his investment of $22,000 for his solar system was a no-brainer.
Where can you take $22,000 and put it into an investment that's going to pay you $300 a month? You're just not going to do that, you know, unless you're a loan shark or a crook or something.
For Vu Tran, he's thrilled he can now afford to pay for his expensive hobby, running the pumps and lights for all his saltwater fish tanks. He also feels his home will increase in value, and he's telling his fellow insurance agents they too should follow the sun.
I definitely would, especially those people that are using a high amount of electricity per month. And if they're planning to live in their house, you know, for 10, 15 years, you know, they're going to be using that, wasting all that money when they can recoup it, and then it would add towards the values of their house when they decide to sell it down the line. So for a long-term investment, just like insurance, I think that it is a great savings for us.
I'm saving myself a ton of money. I think I increased the value of my home. I believe that if a prospective buyer were to come along, if I were to decide to sell my home, that would be a big incentive for somebody. If they had the same house down the street and it didn't have the solar power, and they said, hey, you're going to save, you know, $270 a month on your power, you know, to $300 a month on your power, I think it would be a no-brainer.
Tran and Gotcher credit Peak Power for providing a one-stop shop, making the process fast, easy, and simple.
We're a one-stop shop. We try to use the highest quality labor, and we do it all under one roof. We are our own contractor. We provide the design, the engineering, the permit, the rebate, the financing, the labor. They're all employees. They all wear uniforms. We're all part of one stop, and I like to say it's one throat to choke. A lot of people don't realize that when they purchase something from somebody who subs it out and breaks it up, that if they have a problem, they're not going to necessarily know who to go to have that problem taken care of. In our case, it's one stop, and they'll be able to handle warranty issues, service issues, all under one roof.
Plus, Peak Power rewards customers with a referral program. So by going solar, you're not only keeping your pocketbook filled with greens, you're also helping our planet stay green.
We really do get excited when we see the numbers of projects that we're completing and the total effect that has on the environment. I mean, just based on the systems that we've installed to date, we've in effect removed hundreds of thousands of vehicles off the road from pollution. That excites us. It's great. If what we can do provides jobs and provides income and helps the environment, that's a win-win situation.
I'd do it all over again. You know, I mean, I'd do exactly the same thing and get exactly the same system, and I'd go with exactly the same people.
And those words of praise are why Matt's own children tell him, "Dad, you are the sunshine of my life."
It's rewarding to me to know that my kids see around town on buildings what it is. They think I've installed every solar panel that ever exists everywhere. Dad, did you do that one? You know, so that's exciting for me.
And it's also exciting for all the property owners who are doing good for themselves while doing good for our planet. From Tustin, California, I'm Farland Chang.
In our next segment, where should you go when making one of your biggest financial decisions, buying a car? Here in Orange County, the #1 ranked auto mall, according to the OC Register, is the Tustin Auto Center. And within the mall, you will find DCH Tustin Acura, voted as OC's best auto dealer and awarded Business of the Year by the Tustin Chamber of Commerce. Here now, the story of the Tustin Auto Center's very first car dealer 25 years ago. A dealer that has set the standard, not just for how to treat customers, but also give back to our community.
For most of us, buying a car is the biggest purchase we'll make, second only to buying our home. And here in Orange County, car shoppers voted the Tustin Auto Center as OC's best auto mall. As dealers like to say, the Tustin Auto Center is minutes from anywhere in OC. And within this mall, this is where more than 30,000 people have purchased their cars, DCH Tustin Acura. On this evening, people all over Orange County celebrated the dealership's 25th anniversary.
We're a 2 Acura family. We want to be an Acura family for the next 25 years.
During this time, DCH Tustin Acura has become the #1 volume Acura dealer in the Western United States. It's an 8-time winner of Acura's highest honor, the Dealership of Distinction.
It puts them in very rare company.
And of J.D. Power's prestigious Dealership of Excellence Award.
a lot of integrity. Everybody treats you very well. I know everybody. They know me by name when I come here.
From happy and loyal customers to VIPs from government, business, and community.
Congratulations.
Well, they were the first ones in here. They really set the pace.
They all came out to say thanks for a quarter century of success, including some of the very first customers, such as Terry Austin.
And so I bought one of the first Legends, and since then I've had nearly 8 Acuras, and some of my staff have got Acuras.
The success story of this dealership is also the success story of the Acura brand.
My car to me is like my friend, always there, always reliable.
As well as the city of Tustin.
Everybody knows where the Tustin Auto Center is, and it's because of leaders like this dealership that we're now on the map in terms of a business community.
25 years ago, Honda launched Acura as a new luxury brand. It was a bold experiment for the first Japanese car maker to sell a luxury car. Back in 1986, the Tustin Auto Center was brand new, surrounded by orange groves, and the city was eager to have DCH as its first charter tenant, led by General Manager Dick Shue. Since then, the city of Tustin has become what Forbes ranks as one of the top 25 most livable cities, growing hand in hand with both Acura and the DCH Tustin dealership.
They are certainly a huge tax generator for us.
The mayor of Tustin was joined by 2 former mayors, including this one who also became one of the very first customers.
I liked it so much that I bought another one, an Integra, for my bride.
That story is one you'll hear over and over. Customers so happy with their Acuras, they get the whole family on board. While Acura delivers a great product, the dealers must deliver great service. That service quality is driven by the philosophy of its parent company, DCH Auto Group. Its chairman is Xiaowai Lam, who oversees the group's 27 dealerships from coast to coast. And he says the group's success is inspired by his father, the founder.
You cannot do it with just words, you have to do it with the heart.
And to inspire employees to serve from their hearts, DCH has built corporate social responsibility into everyone's daily lives. For example, beyond DCH just sponsoring schools and scholarships, employees also donate their time to support great causes such as SAD or Students Against Destructive Decisions. And for what Dick Shue's team has done, high school students as well as Miss Tustin came to express their gratitude. As a role model for giving back to the community, DCH Tustin Acura received the prestigious Business of the Year award from the Tustin Chamber of Commerce.
My personal philosophy always has been, if you do your best, the good thing will come. So if you plant the seed, the tree will grow.
Indeed, after planting seeds a quarter century ago, DCH Tustin Acura has helped to grow many trees, delivering customer happiness while giving back to Orange County. Here's to 25 more years of growing together.
Get ready now to meet one American hero and his epic journey from POW in Vietnam to inspirational figure here in Tustin, Orange County, and far beyond. Dave Carey has served as a leadership coach, motivational speaker, and inspirational guide to many groups, public and private, from police officers to Fortune 500 firms. His story now about the power of the human spirit to prevail against all odds.
Dave Carey's story has made him one of America's most sought-after public speakers for more than 30 years. If you were even thinking about hiring a speaker, you need to watch this story.
I was shot down flying a combat mission over North Vietnam on the 31st of August, 1967. A surface-to-air missile took the tail off my airplane. I ejected and landed in the middle of a small North Vietnamese village. I managed to get out a little radio that we carried and talk to the aircraft overhead. When they answered me, they said, "You know, we cannot come and get you." And that started for me what would turn out to be a little longer than 5.5 years in prison in North Vietnam.
It was lots and lots and lots of time, interspersed with moments of pure terror. We were interrogated occasionally, beaten, occasionally tortured on very rare occasion.
All of it was done with the attendant shouting and hollering and punching and jabbing and kicking and
until they'd have me just crunched up into a ball on the floor, feeling like all my joints were coming apart.
Dave would never say it, but he is a true American hero, honored with a Legion of Merit, Purple Heart, and 5 Bronze Stars. And his story has helped tens of thousands of people overcome their own crises whenever they too face the worst of times. His lessons have driven his listeners to become better in business, better in life, and the best they can be. The beatings, torture, and despair that this Navy pilot and his fellow Americans endured fill audience members with compassion, sadness, and pity. But Dave Carey does not allow much of that. He pulls his audience into his world and then pushes them to see that his own story of survival can help all of us survive when we too get shot down in life.
The question I most frequently ask is, how do you do that? How were you able to do that? And I got to tell you, in my mind, the answer to that question is very, very simple. How did we do it? We did what we had to do. We did our best. We did it day after day after day after day after day. We chose to grow through that experience. We kept our sense of humor, and we kept the faith.
Well, I've heard a lot of motivational speakers, but he really brought a lot to the light. Basically, keep your mind working and look forward. Try to figure things out rather than just sit there and idle and complain. So that's what I got out of the speech.
When you hear a perspective like they've shared, just what they went through and how they kept a good attitude through the whole thing, it just really kind of puts things in perspective of like, you know what, the things I'm facing right now really aren't that big of a deal. You know, I can have a better attitude towards this thing.
One reason Dave Carey drives his listeners, he is a master storyteller. You do not succeed as a motivational speaker for more than 30 years unless you are good, and Dave is one of the best.
I loved it. I am so glad I came. His story is compelling, and he draws you into the story. You can see the scenery. You can participate in the conversations that he had. You are right there, and yet he keeps drawing it back to the lessons learned and the importance of the choices that we all have to make every day about how we're going to live through adversity or good times.
The magic of Dave's story often comes through his sense of humor. People laugh more than they cry, and they usually do both. Dave reveals one great story after another, such as when he taught his men to speak French because their captors were beating them for saying the wrong things in English.
And I taught French for years. By the time we came back to the United States, I had 6 men absolutely fluent in the French language. According to me. Hey, there are some problems with that language. I had to make some stuff up.
The answer is yes, when asked if Dave Carey's story can help you overcome your own hardships.
I think it'll make you think of what you face and try to frame it in a more positive reference about what you really can do in the midst of whatever it is you're going through.
Dave was a leader of men as a naval captain. Today, he is a leader by example through his life lessons. He's in high demand as a motivational speaker. Dave is an accomplished author. His book, The Ways We Choose, offers lessons of life from a POW's experience. The title is really the central theme of Dave's message, that we can choose to change our lives for the better, especially when times are tough. Business, civic, and church leaders all over the country hire Dave because his timeless lessons inspire us to be stronger, better, and able to communicate more clearly. Lessons he and other POWs learned while tapping out codes on the dank walls of their cells.
I know that if the communications process is not working well where you are, I know who has to fix it. You do. And if you don't fix it, it's not going to get fixed.
Today, Dave Carey is one of the most positive, hopeful, and genuine people you will ever meet, and a true American hero, whose grace under fire has inspired countless numbers of people to turn the worst of times into the best of times.
I mean, everybody has a story. It's kind of like if you ask people to think about their lives and their experience, you know, when the doctor said, you know, there's a shadow on this x-ray, that's it. That's kind of like the oh my God moment. And everybody has those moments, or they will have. If you haven't had, just stand by. You're going to have one. So how do you deal with that? How do you handle that? Well, in truth, you do what you have to do. You do your best. You keep your sense of humor. You grow. You keep the faith. I mean, there's no other alternative. So it resonates so well with people.
It sure does, and his audiences will be the first to tell you that after you hear him speak, you will be forever touched in a profound way, able to harness the power of the human spirit to triumph over adversity. For WorldBizWatch, I'm Farland Chang. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Totally Tustin TV. I'm Farland Chang, and hope you'll join us again next time as we visit more of the best places and people here in town.